You are listening to Zimbabwe News. Keep listening to Zimbabwe News.
So think about future cases that are difficult like these. So do consider to donate. There's only one person out of all those who are receiving money. Only one person has donated £50, and I don't know if she minds. Let me wait for her to give me permission to mention her name. There's only one person, Aisa, £50. What about you? Right? We're talking here out of the whole group, 245 or so people. And once Italita, can you believe it? And only one person has donated something. And yet, I actually physically lost money in this helping. So I hope kuti vanhu vachakwanisa and I don't mind, okay, yeah, it's a charity Mlambo is the one. Yeah, Ari herself, Ari. She's the one, and she did it on her own. She didn't even do it in that kumbira. She just said, look, Simba, I want to put in here, I want to strengthen you so that you have capacity. And she didn't even know. I mean, Anjot Charity, did you know that I actually lost money during that period? Not Maria Mangamanga. So so quickly, Anzi, someone is asking here about what the story is. The story is of Madzimai Akatendeka, led by a self-confessed witch, a woman who was calling herself a witch, and she was, Hans, how do we donate? I'm going to give you the link right now, okay? So the self-confessed witch, the woman who was let me just put the link here, right? So this woman who was calling herself a witch, and she was threatening her victims, telling her victims that she will bewitch them, she will visit them in their sleep, and at the same time she was saying that if you talk, then she will send ants after you. Now this is how evil this woman was, and this is a case that took us over 3 years. 3 years, nearly 3 years waiting since 2018. Yeah, it's nearly 3 years now. And how do we donate? And to get a link panapap. Okay. Tomorrow Chazeta rerun again. I know that a lot of people are not here. My J, link here. Okay. Here we go. My J. Here we go. Okay. There you go, my J. I've just put the link there. Okay, there's a link panapap. Those who wanna. But good answer, Simba, can you expose Tawanda Mungati? SMA case, they need time. You know, I'm ready to expose, to investigate and expose anyone. But I want to let you know, it's not cheap dealing with these things. It's like going to court. It's like going to court. That's how it is. And yeah, because Anigarim affects facts against facts. So I could report something if I haven't investigated it. Well, I can be in trouble. I can be put in trouble. I can be taken to court. So that's how serious cases like these can be. It's not small to investigate Nyaya just like that. Right, and that's Elizabeth, yeah, so that's what's happening. We are and this is exactly the same trick that these fake preachers use. This is my preacher faker, I'm a prophet, I'm a apostle. You know what? They feed you with my scripture. You want what go to Komborero, but who feed one scripture ekukuvara. 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 I think there's a question there. Let me see. Who is that? I think there's someone who had asked a question. A question. Where is Clementina Sibanda? Angatichi. What did Clementina Sibanda says? I'm wondering here what she had said. Okay, Clementina Sibanda. No, Andina Kupatara. Bataronani. Tafinya Wanza, the lawyer, was supposed to pay me my expenses, and he didn't. Ndakatomunyorera back in between July and August. Fighter. He didn't. The thing is, because I wasn't there physically, Mukot at the time. Hanzi Ati Wakuda. Okay, Hanzi Chi. Wanzi wakuda kubhadarwa. Well, I'm not going to answer that. I just don't have time to answer. Sorry for being very firm. To answer to ignorance. If you think basarese iri rinongoitwa from nowhere, and you push through a case, you go to court, for instance, you investigate a case, you spend not days, not weeks, months, not even months, years working on a story. Oh, thank you for clarifying what Clementina said. Yeah, that's what I said with the ignorance here. Yeah. Oh, so if you think okay, it just happens just like that. Yeah? Just like that. ZBC. And if you're in the UK, and I go BBC. Next time you work on ondo kavirwa nyaya kweko. And that's when you learn. Good even BBC. Yeah, journalists have to be paid. Journalists are not, they're not donkeys. And it's not one journalist, by the way, it's a whole team. And if you can't see here, basarinoitwa to confront criminals, confront criminals, high profile criminals. And if you also can't see, if you don't have the passion to see quality journalism rise in our community to deal with the ills of society, I can't help you. I think, let me leave that. And that will distract her. And I won't, I think next time I'll learn not to even comment on anything there. Right. Thank you, Anjadzi Ebi. Thank you, Ebi. Thank you, sis. Right, so that's what happened there. They were being threatened with witchcraft. By the way, I've been told, but there's someone I got threatened of Danzi. Someone was told that she'll be bitten by ants. Who's that woman, please? Let me know. Charity, do you know that woman who was threatened in Nemasoshi? Do you know, I want to hold a session because I remember a lot of women were in fear. They were in fear. There were times when we would get to 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the late in the morning, and just talking to people. And one of the things that as an investigative journalist that I have noticed, which has been a serious thing, a serious problem, is that of complainants who are weak, complainants who are frightened by a criminal. So a complainant and which Gambava who will tell you, they'll be killed. Simba, don't mention my name. Simba this. And they can't speak and they're afraid, especially when they're told that they'll get bewitched. Such people, that's one of the most difficult times when you're covering a story and you feel there's real abuse etica, like a person has been killed or someone has been raped or money has been stolen. And while you're working on it, you've spent time, you spent days, if not weeks. And then later on you find the victim is afraid. For instance, that's one of the most difficult things in the career of a journalist to handle. Because you feel that the criminal has actually won. Okay, so if I've done all this, and then the victim who's supposed to benefit out of this is afraid, then, what have I been doing? What have I been doing all this while? Nandishite. But anyway, that's why we want to hold a session. Tomorrow, we're going to put up a schedule here. Tomorrow, ladies and gents, especially the ladies here, because we know it's the ladies mainly who were deprived. Right? We're going to hold a session. Mangwana, Manero. So 8 p.m. tomorrow night, on Saturday night, we'll hold a session here. Go through. It's like a coaching session. Okay, you have a problem. Understand that you're a victim, but also understand the power that you have. So those are things that we'll talk about, and we'll try and help so that, and as we do this, we're also empowering you so that next time you are strong and you can handle the pressure, can handle the heat from a criminal. So this is what we'll do, our viewers, witnesses. I put the link there. Kunema victims essay. Please consider donating what you can. We only have one person. Aisa £50 yaki. Just 50. Hear me. Look, you might say £50 is nothing, Yeah, but you know how far that can go to help, yeah, to push through for us to hire, to train more journalists, to hire, for instance, so that more work can be done in the future. This case has taken us 3 years. It's taken, yeah, 3 years to have a conclusion. Next time when it happens, we shouldn't have 3 years. We should just do it in 3 days. Next time, it shouldn't even be 3 days. Let's have it as 3 hours. And people have been refunded Maritzau. How about that? Is that not what you would like? So I put the link there. My victims essay, all the victims, if you can, go through it. And yeah, tomorrow let's catch up, 8 p.m. We come back here, we do a catch up to it, to everything. Thank you. There's a lady who was just put in here. Someone has just put in some money. Someone has put in £20. I don't know if she minds me mentioning her name. But quickly, my victims essay, this is the opportunity to put something. So right now, total received from victims is from 2 people, which is £70. The first one, I saw £50. So quickly, if you can, circulate it around here. We need to recover my expenses. At the same time, help to increase our capacity. Next time, again. Next time, we need to have the ability. And yeah, this is where we are. Anzi Tetebe boys, Anzi Chaiwo, okay. Tetebe boys, Inyaye Madzimai Akatendeka. Right, no Nyacho, you'll be able to rewind and follow through. I'm gonna have to cut now. It's been a grueling 3 years investigating this story. 3 years. And I had to go to court for it. High Court, British High Court. With this criminal. Face her in court. Wasn't easy. And also confront her as she was making threats, even threats to kill people. It wasn't easy. But you know what? There's an end to everything. Anzi kumagumo kunenyaya. Kumagumo kunenyaya. Kumagumo kunenyaya. Kumagumo kunenyaya. Kumagumo kunenyaya. She calls out to the man. Right. Just remember, if you're struggling and someone has stolen money from you, someone has done something to you, to a friend, to a relative, here, let me tell you, even what they're doing to our people, just yesterday we were live here and we were showing people how to claim, not thousands, not tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. And that opportunity was even for Gukrawundi victims. But only one person came up. No, sorry, 2 came up. One who is a victim, was claiming his money. But where are the rest? Where are the rest? I wonder. Even Gukrawundi victims, my sister Abby, we did a session yesterday with someone. We managed to track Mnangagwa's money right here live last night. Around this time, I don't know if I should do another session. And I called for over 3 weeks, 3 weeks, since the beginning of April. I've been calling for people to make submissions to claim their money. Only one victim has come up to claim money. So I don't know. When people say that I haven't helped them, when people say that I haven't done something, I don't know. But we drafted it. We drafted the letter together last night and we submitted it. I can still draft another one. But tomorrow we can rerun it. Yeah, that's what we did. That's what we did. But I even said, even Gukrawundi victims, I said it 3 weeks ago. Do you know what? When I'm doing these things, this is a no-nonsense. This is no-nonsense journalism that we're doing here. When we're dealing with criminals, we are out to get, we are go-getters. I hope you understand me here. I'm not the type of journalist who's just here to tell you a bad story. I'm here to walk with you on that bad story so that at the end, we've got a full story, a solution story. And that's what we've done with the Madzimai Akatendeka. So, yesterday, we did that. But only one person has claimed his money. How sad is that? 3 weeks I've been waiting. And I told you, I linked you with Mnangagwa, where Mnangagwa's money is. I gave the full address 3 weeks ago, and even a phone number. A full address that you yourself, you can walk to, and you can go and claim the money. Including Gukrawundi victims. I said it. I said, Gukura Hundi victims, you go and find a lawyer. I've given you the letter. This is the letter that this Mnangagwa businessman has written to me. And I said, Gukura Hundi victims, take, and any other victims here, including those of the January 2019, the shootings, take this letter, go to your lawyer, get a letter drafted in your name, send it to me so that I can then submit it for you. So we have a full story. We've had a bad story. We've had 3 years since 2018 of bad stories. Let's have a good story. Let's have a powerful story. Let's have people who lost their mother, their grandmother, their uncle back in 1983, winning their compensation. Here is the address, the physical address that we can walk right now. If I get out of this place, I can go there to the office. Where Mnangagwa, where we found, where with the money that Mnangagwa has been stealing from us. Yes. How many people came? Only one. No, sorry, there were two. One was a lady. Well, I hope she doesn't mind me mentioning her name. The other one, this one was just a lady. The first one was just a lady who was just contributing what must be contained in the letters of demands. And then the other one is a victim of January 2019. Chete, only. How does that happen? How does that happen, Zimbabweans? And here you are. You've got some serious, no-nonsense journalism service to you that you're not utilizing. Anyway, the ones that have got their 32,000, they're going home smiling. And we've gone through this. Tomorrow we'll be back here 8 p.m. and we'll proceed. Abby Harry says that people don't understand that accountability is the only way to stop this. Absolutely, thank you. Yeah, accountability. We need to make Mnangagwa know that his powers are limited. How do you get a good story out of all the things that are happening unless you put the pressure to these criminals and you and you show them that they can't commit a crime and just get away with it. You can't commit a crime in that tiny little country called Zimbabwe. And we're all here in our 7 million people scattered in these powerful countries of the world, and US, Germany, Australia, hear me, Canada, all these powerful countries of the world where the laws work. And we say we went to school. We say we tell our parents, that they did a good job by selling sweets, by selling tomatoes to send us to school. I don't know. Let me cut now, viewers and witnesses. Maybe you're one of those people yourself who you are happy all that money that your parents wasted to go to the waste, that they spent to send you to school to go to the waste. But if you want to participate in this no-nonsense journalism, this is the opportunity. Zimai is your place. Let me cut now. Just remember the brand, the title here that we have is this is the year, this is the countdown. Okay, the countdown, literally. I hope people can understand why we say this is the countdown to Mnangagwa's sudden end. This is the end of Mnangagwa's powers. We've talked about this at length since early March. In fact, since January. Another tag here is Gorema Sports 2021. You see that logo there? You can stick it out, put it on a t-shirt and all that, and sing it all the way. Let me cut now. Right. My victims, you've got the link there. Help us to recover my expenses. It's been an expensive case here. Expensive case where I ended up being more than a journalist. I had to act as a lawyer. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't cheap. So help to recover these expenses, also to strengthen us so we can pay more journalists, we can train more journalists to help you. Let me cut now. Thank you. Please press the share button and take it through all the forums where all Madzimaya Katendeka are, my victims and any other places as well, so that people can be...